let's go ahead and start with page 3 here. Page 3 is very simple. We're just using this sheet of pumpkin paper. I thought that this was just so cute with these faces on here. I didn't want to do anything to really take away from that. So we're simply going to just glue this down for page 3. I just want to make sure that mine matches up here. And these are going to be my outside corners, so I'm just going to trim those just a little bit around. So much easier if you have a paper rounder or a corner rounder, but I lost mine. So it's actually not that difficult to do it this way either, but if you have one or if you've been thinking about getting one, I highly recommend it because I'm gonna have to go get a new one because mine gets lots of use. Okay, so just go ahead and glue this down here for page 3. Aren't those just the cutest pumpkin faces? Okay. And now for page 4, we'll do something to complement that. We're going to use your square of orange and white stripe paper, which is actually the back of the pumpkin paper. So go ahead and grab that one and let's line it up. Figure out which are going to be my outside corners here. Give them a little round again. Not perfect, but no one will notice except for me. And we'll put some adhesive on there. I can't believe it's already October. I haven't even figured out what my kiddos are going to be for Halloween yet. I'm starting to feel a little panicked about that. I've got this cute book and now I need some pictures to fill it with, so they better be something super cute. Okay, so put that down. And you're going to need your 2 black rectangles that you've cut out, the larger black rectangles, your small orange rectangle, and small black polka dot rectangle. We are going to stick these, mount the black dots on the orange cardstock, like so. And then with these black rectangles, you don't have to do this, but this is just to kind of follow the theme of the rounded corners. I'm going to round all 4 corners because these are going to be like little tags that are in your book. So I'm going to round all 4 corners of these tags just to kind of keep the theme. And I'll round them on the second one too. And again, if you just despise doing this, leave them straight corners. Nobody will care. And now it's time to grab 2 of the orange spider punches that came with your kit, because we are going to use these as little toppers for your tags. So again, I'm gonna let the spider kind of hang off the top of the tag, and I'm gonna put them at kind of different angles and not necessarily right in the center, but I don't want to put adhesive up at the top here of the spider because that's going to be exposed all the time, and so if you put adhesive it'll be sticky. So just figure out, play with it, kind of see where you want to put it on there, and then just put adhesive on that portion of the spider. So I'm just going to put my adhesive in the bottom of the spider's body because the legs are too tricky. And stick it on there, maybe a little more in the middle. I'll take my other one and just I'm going to do the same thing with it. I'm going to stick it just on the body, on the bottom, and stick it at a slight angle, the opposite direction, because they're going to sit at a little bit of an angle on the page. Okay, now I'm going to use glue dots for this because what I want to do is this is going to be a little strip that's going to go across the bottom of the page that I do not want to have adhesive in the middle of, because I want, sorry, let me move that a little bit more. I want this to kind of be somewhere that the tags can just slip in without getting caught. If you want to put maybe a little teeny bit of adhesive right at the bottom of here just to keep the tags from actually sliding all the way through, that's a good idea. But don't put adhesive all over the strip. We want to put a little bit in on each corner or each side. So I'm going to take one glue dot on each side, just so that it can stick on there. And then I think I'm going to take a little bit of my glue and just put two little dots down at the bottom just to kind of help those tags sit in there. And I'm going to put this strip just about 1/4 of an inch up from the bottom of the page. And then you can see that these little tags will just kind of slip right in underneath that strip, and that will hold them in there on your page. Okay, so then you can, you know, stick pictures on the front of these and journal on the back. If you want to journal on the back, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to stick, you're going to have extra paper left in your kit, extra cardstock, yellow or orange. You know, put a strip of orange cardstock on the back and then journal on the back so people can pull out the tags, look at the pictures, and then read about, you know, the fun things you did on Halloween night or something. Just go ahead and stick those back in there, and if you adjust them just right, when you close the book, your spiders will kind of stick out the top, like so, which is kind of a fun look. Okay, we're almost halfway through this puppy. This is going fast. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with page 5. For page 5, we're going to need our square of black polka dot paper and our large square of orange that we've cut out. We're simply, well, let me line this up again real quick and check my corners. Round these two on the edges here, just a little bit, and then we're just going to glue this down and put it on the page. Okay, just pop that on there. And we're going to use our ribbon trick again. Are you getting sick of this? I promise we're using different ribbon and it just gives it a little different look every time. I just like this because I think it adds a lot to the picture mats. So we're going to take our black and cream stitched ribbon again, and we are just going to do the same thing, tie a little bow around. I want mine to go vertically this time. Wrap it around there, tie it through. I got a little twisted up here. I'm actually going to slip it off and fix that. Slip it back on if I can do that. Let's see if it works. There we go. Okay. Trim my little edge here. That didn't really fix the problem, so I'll have to work with it again for a minute here. Get that untwisted. There we go. Okay. Now, just glue that down. Again, pop it right in the middle of your page for another fun mat. My bow looks like it's not quite tight enough, so I'm going to tug on it a little bit more. There we go, that's better. Kind of play with those ends so they stick out a little bit. And if some of these aren't sticking as much as you'd like them to around the ribbon, again, just add a glue dot, because if I just pop that on there, that's gonna secure it really well, and you're not gonna have the problem of it sticking up on ya. When in doubt, add more adhesive. Okay, there is page 5. Page 6, we're just gonna grab our square of the striped paper with the bats on it. Check it again here, cut those corners real quick, around. We're gonna add another tab to this page, so after we glue this down, if you finish before I do, which some of you might because I'm not the fastest scrapper in the world, go ahead and look for your stickers and figure out which sticker you'd like to use for your second tab. And if you're using the round stickers, I found, well, I guess you could do, I'm not sure about rectangle ones, because I'm not sure if there's a punch that size for rectangles because I don't have it. But for the circles, I have a Creative Memories punch, and the large one, which I think is, yeah, it's 1.5. Double check with your stickers, but I think that if you just punch out a few of the large circles, that the small circle stickers just fit right inside of those perfectly, so that will save you from actually having to cut out a circle, which can be kind of a pain sometimes, I know. So, okay, glue down that bat, and I am going to use, let's see, how about this one, the Trick or Treat, that once again I've just placed on my yellow cardstock and cut around for a mat. Now, my first tab I put at the top of the page. So for this one, I want to kind of put it more in the middle of the page so that when the book's closed, you can see both of them sticking out there. So again, just glue about 1/4 of the way onto the back of your tab, and stick that down, and you're all set.